Hello. Me again. Just want to go and talk about my first ever trip to Thailand. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Only a couple of months, really, after the 9/11 plane crashes, for want of a better word. So I was sitting in a pub. I was just having a few beers with my friends, and I decided I want to go on holiday. And they went, well, where are we going? I said, no, I'm going on my own. I don't want you bastards there. I want to be on my own. I just want to go, and I was going for a bad divorce and things like that. So I thought, sod it, I'm going on my own. So I go down to travel agents, because there's none of that back then, none of that online booking. And I weren't quite sure how to book anything on teletext. Teletext, bloody hell. So I went down to travel agents, and we sat down, and they said, what type of holiday would you like then? I said, I want a nice hotel, a bloody good hotel. So I want a flight there, bloody good hotel, and then I want a week in Bangkok and a week in Phuket. Yeah, that's all I want you to arrange. You ain't got to arrange no trips, no nothing. I'll find myself when I'm there, but I want a nice hotel to stay in. So, okay, so they books me a nice hotel. They books me a flight and everything like that. And I turn up at Heathrow Airport. What I did that time, but at first I done a deal with a hotel. I don't know if you can still do that now. I parked my car in because I stayed overnight in the hotel the night before. I was able to park my car in their car park for 2 weeks, free of charge. So that worked out. So I went the night before, had a few drinks, had a nice meal and bits and pieces like that, and went to bed. Woke up in the morning, ready for my flight. Brilliant. Gets to the airport. Then I realise the flight number. I mean, remember, this is just a couple of months after the 9/11 crashes. And Thai Airways, TG 911. I thought, you've got to be bloody joking. I thought, oh, God. So anyway, I checks in. I gets a window seat. Ooh, cushed. Brilliant. I got a window seat, and it was quite enlightening having a window seat. But back then I had a little bit of a medical problem. I had something called IBS. So I booked special meals, wheat-free meals, because I was on a wheat-free diet at the time, trying to solve what was causing this IBS. I'll get back to that one day later. So meals start coming around, and I get this special meal, a cheese sandwich. I'm on a wheat-free diet, and they give me a bloody cheese sandwich. And I thought, oh, here we go. And so the next meal came round, and what did I get this time? A cheese sandwich. But at that point, I'd given up. Lucky enough, I had a couple of chocolate bars in the bag. Being a fat bastard, I'll always be prepared for food extra. And anyway, so I lands. That flight lands very early in the morning, and it gets me to my hotel, which back then it was the Radisson. Yeah, you've had the likes of AC Milan stayed there, the Swedish football team. I think David Beckham had stayed there, and it was quite a lovely hotel. It really was nice. Lovely swimming pool. Rooms were massive. Really, I thought, yeah, I'm the man. Look at me, I'm living it up royally here. And I stayed there. So I got a shower and a little bit of a sleep, and went downstairs, and I got a lift to a shopping mall. I think it was the World Trade Center. Yeah, and I was starving. I really was starving. I couldn't trust none of the street food or none of that. I'm on my own, aren't I? Looking at all these street food vendors and bits and pieces like that. I thought, oh, no, I don't want the craps all the bloody time I'm here. I ain't eating no street food yet. And all of a sudden, light at the end of the tunnel, I saw this sign, KFC. I thought, fantastic. Some real normal food. Get myself recharged, regenerated, and I'll be able to start the day better. I go in and the menu's not slightly different, it's bloody different. I just pointed at a number 3. I'll have number 3, some sort of chicken and rice, the KFC. And they told me to go and sit down and they'll bring it over to me. And I had a nice large Coca-Cola that you could refill yourself, which was bloody lucky. That's when I found out that Thai KFC is really bloody spicy. God, Jesus wept. I don't like spicy. It's not that I don't like spicy food. I can't take spicy food. It done my buns in. It really did. And lucky I could refill the Coke because I was drinking it like by the gallon. So, and I ate it though because I was bloody hungry. So then the night time came and I got back to the hotel. I had a shower, a bit more sleep. This hotel used to do buses to night areas, yeah. So I thought, well, what night area can I go to? And someone said, well, why don't you go to Pat Pong? There's a night market there. You can go walk around the night market. Oh, fantastic. So I thought, I'll walk around the night market. And I'm walking around this night market. There's loads of little bars and clubs and like that. I thought I'll go in them later. And I thought I'll have a look at the prices. I won't buy nothing yet because I don't need to, because I'm here for a fortnight. Yeah, bags and bags of bloody stuff, all paying the wrong prices, paying the stupid Phalanx just got here prices. So bought myself a genuine blooming Bulgari watch and all the usual crap. T-shirts that would fall apart after one wash. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh, it's time to go for some beers and stuff like that. So talking to someone, they said, yeah, what you got to do is go through that alley, and then there's another side that runs up and down. That's got all the smaller bars, rather than going into the shows. You can have a few quiet beers there and bits and pieces like that first. So I'll do that. I'll go into there, and I went to this bar, and they're playing pool and stuff like that. So I'll have a game of pool. And this girl said, do you want to play me? I said, yeah, I'll play the winner. She goes, okay. She goes, I'll be the winner. Yeah, I got sharked then as well. Yeah, so she said, if I win, you buy me a drink. I went, okay. I said, if I win, you buy me a drink. And she went, all right. And she won, so I bought her a drink. And the next time I played her, she said, if I win, you ring the bell. And I thought, yeah, I'll ring the bell. I didn't know what ringing the bell bloody meant. I didn't really understand what she was saying, to tell the truth. I thought it meant I buy her another drink. So she won again. And yeah, that cost me quite a bit of money, that did. That bell, I ain't going to ring her up bloody another one of them in a hurry. That's what I was thinking through my head. You idiot. But then again, you're only on holiday once. Sod it. You're enjoying yourself. You've got this lovely girl, and all of a sudden she disappeared with someone. Oh, shit. Right. So I went to a different bar, had a few more drinks, and then I thought, oh, how do I get home? How do I get back to the hotel? And I went to the end of Pat Pong, and they said, you can get a taxi. I went, okay. And I went, where you got to go? I said, to Radisson. And they're looking and talking about the Radisson. They're all talking about me in Ting Tong Thai. And I thought, what the bloody hell was going on here? Then the guy said, when did you get here? I said, oh, today. And he went, yeah, well, we'll do you a special price because you're only here today. You won't get this price tomorrow. This is a different price. You won't get this price tomorrow. We won't put the meter on. We'll charge you 600 baht. Oh, no, to me, 600 baht back then, it was like 70 odd baht to the pound. Yeah? So 600 baht, it weren't even like 9 quid. I thought, well, that's bloody good. So, lo and behold, I get this taxi, boom, takes me back home, or back to the hotel. Gets to the room, falls asleep. I almost missed most of the next day. Few too many beers. Then I realised, when I did wake up, I realised, oh, where's all my bloody t-shirts and me other bits and pieces? Oh, I've gone and left them in the taxi or something. Oh, you stupid idiot. So I had a reasonable day by the pool. I thought I'd have a day by the poolside and a relax. That didn't work. Because I happened to mention to one of the staff that maybe one of my things I wanted to do while I was out there was buy a suit. So I spent the whole of the next day in a place called James Taylor's. Very nice suit. But that was another lot of money. I had idiot written right across the ear in special Thai invisible ink. Yeah, cashmere bloody suits with special Armani buttons on them and extra shirts, extra trousers. Oh, Jesus wept. I thought, yeah, I am the man. I'm getting all this stuff and it's all quite cheap. I must have spent about 600 quid. Honestly, bloody idiot I was. But never mind. Still enjoyed myself. Still got something to talk about. And so eventually I'll get back to the hotel. And I have something to eat in the hotel this time. Even Radisson's got a lovely restaurant area and stuff like that. And I had some English food. Being adventurous like I am. So I got the food. And I thought, where am I going? Oh, we'll go to Pat Pong again. It's the only place I know. So I went to Pat Pong again. And I went straight to that bar that I was playing pool in. And they went, Mister, you left your shop in here. That's when I realised that even though they scam you, even though they rip you off, they will not thief from you that way. They were so honest, they saved my shopping from the night before. Yeah. Mainly because I probably spent so much bloody money, they wanted me to stay in there again all night. And I did. And then I ended up talking to a couple of American guys that took me around the ping pong shows and the other pong shows and other bits and pieces shows, and my poor old eyeballs. Oh, my poor old eyeballs. And then I met this lovely young lady. Yes, I thought, it's about time I got some action. So she agreed to come back to the hotel with me. I wasn't quite sure what price it was going to be because I got a bit confused. Because I had to pay the bar some money, and the bar said some things are free from her because I paid the bar. Anyway, so we're in the taxi, and they said, no meter. I said, well, last night they done me a special deal. Can you do me the deal again? They said, what was that? I said, 600 baht. And he went, okay. Prat. Me thinking I'm the man. I've just struck a bloody good deal with a taxi driver. Yeah. And we get to the hotel and the bellhop won't let her in. You've got to use a special side entrance for Thai ladies to come in, and which is underneath. So we had to try and walk down underneath, and we ended up getting bloody lost. We were walking around this bloody hotel's basement. Eventually, we find some lifts and go up and come out the tradesman's part and stuff like that, and back in again and got in some other lifts and eventually I got to my room. Yeah, some lifts my card wouldn't let me in, but yeah, eventually I got to another room. Got to my room, should I say, and I don't know. I got showered and treated lovely. Then it was time for bed and bits and pieces. she said she could stay all night, and I said, nah, you might as well go home. Go home to your kids and look after them. Little did I know, her kids were about 1,000 miles away. It was so naive and stupid. But yeah, so she went and I slept in the bed. I didn't feel like sleeping with anybody. It was just short time. Back then, there weren't no short time, really. It was all long. It was all you naturally thought it was a long time. But I didn't know none of it. I was just so stupid. And then the next day, I wanted. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I'd go to the shopping centre again. I wanted to buy a digital camera. My first ever digital camera. So I bought this really nice Sony digital camera. Yeah. It still works now. It's still somewhere in the house. It works now. Shit pictures, but yeah, a lot of the pictures I've got on my computer are still from that camera. The memories I've got from that camera were unbelievable. And I came out of the shopping area and there's these tuk-tuks. I thought, I want to ride on a tuk-tuk. And this guy said, come here, mate, come here. And he spoke really good English. I was really surprised. And I said, like, yeah, can you give us a little tour around it and stuff like that? And he said, yeah, I'll sort you out a good price and stuff like that for a tour. And he took me to a gems place where I bought silver and gems for my family. And they gave me a very good price. Everyone was giving me a very good price. He took me to a snake museum. Yeah. Then he took me to his mate's restaurant where I had something to eat that wasn't too spicy, which was nice. And I bought him a meal, obviously, and bits and pieces like that. Then I said, can you take me back to my hotel? He said, I can't take you back to the hotel. You're too far away. And I went, oh, okay. He said, but I'll get you a taxi and they will give you a lift back to your hotel. I thought, wow, fantastic, thank you. It's very kind of you, very nice of you. And I said, how much is this? And he went, you've been with me for 4 hours. And so like 1,500 baht. Well, that's cheap. Yeah. Here's 1,400 baht. Or 1,500 baht. And then I gave him the 500 baht tip. God. Then I get in a taxi. I said, Radisson. And he puts the meter on. And I'm thinking, oh shit, he's put the meter on. That's going to cost me a bloody fortune, that is. 75 baht. That's when it cottoned on. My really special price was special for them, but not for me. 75 baht for the same ride I've been paying 600 baht for. Yeah. And I thought, well, yeah, you were such a plonker. The rest of the week, apart from the usual bit of sunburn around the swimming pool, going out drinking again at night, met a few guys, so we were going out drinking at bars and got introduced to Nana, Soy Cowboy, and bits and pieces. But it was just a normal night. I decided not to take any more women back to the bar. I was too busy drinking. I was too busy having fun and drinking. I was going through a divorce, so I really couldn't be bothered. And then it came to the second part of my holiday, which I will talk about next, or in my next video, should I say, which was in Phuket, Caron Beach. Yes, very, very different experiences by the time I got there. I was a world traveller by the time I got there. Yeah, so a very, very different experience. So anybody else have had some of these experiences on their first trip to Thailand? It is so funny, really. You see the guys still, they come to Thailand on the first trip and they still make the same mistakes I did 20 odd years ago. But never mind. I'm still alive and I'm still kicking. Just. Thank you. Bye bye.